Hello friends, Mark Holmes here, my buddy Cowboy Jobu, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Jobu Sports Report. Because without you guys, well, this just wouldn't work. The Cowboy-Eagle game is not on television here in D.C. The Washington Redskins are versus the Giants, and talk about a snooze fest. Not that really either team have much to play for as far as Cowboys-Eagles, but I think I'd rather see that one. So I'm headed to the Crystal City restaurant in Crystal City, Virginia to watch the game. I'm going to try and live stream there. I'll probably have to live stream using my cell phone because, you know, when you get to a restaurant, there's so many people online that, you know, it floods my Mevo and doesn't work. I'm going to have to get like a dedicated Wi-Fi setup for future use, but we'll deal with that this off season. So we only have a few hours left to our regular season, and don't worry, there's plenty to talk about because we have to fix the Dallas Cowboys. As far as today goes, it's playing for pride. Pride for Dak Prescott to finish the season off on a better note. Pride for Zeke Elliott because he wants to get that 1,000 yards. That 1,000 yards is really important because you want to be the back that every single year you rush for 1,000 yards, regardless of the NFL trying to stop you. So you know Zeke is going to be motivated. We don't have Cole Beasley because he's had some kind of an illness, couldn't practice all week. Tyron Smith and Orlando Scandrick are both on injured reserve, so they're not going to be there. But it's an opportunity for some other guys to step in and try and make a name for themselves for the going forward. So for those guys, this game is important. For Jerry Jones, it's important for him to finish off with a winning record, so that way we can say, in the 7 years that Jason Garrett's been here, we've had 3 winning records. Yeah, that's important. But that will drop us down in the draft a little bit more, which is something that we really would like to have high as draft picks as possible because we're going to need some impact people. So it'll be interesting to see how the team performs today with the Eagles. It'll be interesting to see how well the Eagles will play. And the Eagles say they're going to play their starters. I'm betting they play them about a quarter, maybe a half, just to get them some work. I don't see them risking the whole game trying to play this, a game that's really meaningless except for home field throughout. They've already got a bye week and they're pretty much set up well. So I don't know that the Eagles are going to go all out on this one, but it's still football. And I hate when our team is out of it. It sucks. I'll be covering the playoffs. I'll be there at the Super Bowl covering some other teams. I would just for once love to go to a Super Bowl knowing that my Dallas Cowboys are going to be there. And Jerry Jones, that's on you, man. We've been stuck on stupid for way too long. We have given Jason Garrett enough opportunities to be the guy to take us there. 7 years. 7 years of mediocrity, Jerry. It's just way too long. Now we have the rumors of Scott Linehan and Rod Martinelli getting fired. I'll be honest with you. I wish there were a way to keep Rod Martinelli for the defensive line. You cannot argue with what Rod Martinelli has done with our defensive line and every defensive line that he's worked with. It's just some guys are head coaches. Some guys are great coordinators and don't make head coaches. Some guys are great position coaches but don't make great coordinators. And I believe Rod Martinelli is one of those guys that he hits that line together, that pass rushers. He has made guys that were no names, afterthoughts, nobodies, into players. David Irving, although he hasn't played the last few games because of concussion, was a practice squad player. Nobody thought that he was going to become a beast. He's going to command a whole lot of money this offseason and possibly a contract someplace else. You look at a guy like George Selvey, who was with 4 different teams in 4 different years that nobody could do anything with. He turned him into a guy who got 8 sacks in 1 season. So you can't argue with his results on the defensive line. It's just, I think that Tampa 2 it's just gone. It's antiquated. It's like the flex defense. Teams have adjusted to it, have moved past it, and it just is not the defense that you need. So we may be seeing him gone completely. Like I said, I would still like to see him as a defensive line coach, but we'll have to wait and see what happens. So I'm gonna hop on the Metro because parking this F-250 downtown is not an easy thing to do, and it's a short walk. And I've got plenty of layers on here. Got my cowboy hat and my scarf. So as always, friends, I want to thank you guys for the great season. Don't worry, we're still going to be here talking about the Dallas Cowboys all off season to try and see if we can help Jerry Jones get this right. I'm Mark Holmes. This is Cowboy Joe Boo. And how about them Cowboys?